Here is the Ridea Dahon and Tern 31.8mm stem adapter. This is the box it came in. eBay said it was from China. The tracking info said it was from Taiwan. And then this label says Louisville, Kentucky. So no idea where it came from. This is the packaging. Ridea. Ride with great idea. Keep it away from your kids. They'll chalk. Here's the packaging. So if you have one of these bikes, you know the stem is this really interesting design. So this is actually the bike half, and this is what you'd expect. This is your normal 31.8mm handlebar clamp. In order to adapt it to these interesting folding stems, you need this kind of product. So it's made of aluminum. It feels okay. Everything's like right angles. It's very brutish. Yeah. I want to put it on my mountain bike, but it's kind of form follows function with this kind of thing. Here's my bike. It's a base model, 2nd gen Tern, GSD. Got it off a guy on Facebook Marketplace. What I love is he had all the accessories for carrying the kids and the bags. But what always kind of annoyed me was these handlebars. They're somewhat of a swept back design. They're just, I don't know, I'm just not comfortable with them. Tried them in a lot of different positions and they don't feel comfortable. So I want to try to use this adapter to put on one of my old mountain bike handlebars that I had kept. You can see the stock stem design here. So it's kind of neat. I mean, it's easy to, you undo these clamps and you can adjust the angle of it. But what it does is it basically is a proprietary system. So you have to use these Tern handlebars. So you can't just swap it out to whatever you want. So let me tear all this stuff off this, and I'll start installing the new stem. Here's one tricky part when you're taking apart the handlebars. This light has 4 screws on the bottom, but in order to disconnect it, it looks like you have to disconnect all the wires. So there's a little marking on the bottom. It says out, single wire going that side, and then in, 2 wires. Everything's taken off now. I don't know exactly how to do this, but I see a couple bolts here, one here, and same on the other side. So start there and see where it goes. I took out the center bolt, and now these just slide off the stem. So that is how you remove the handlebars, well, with the stem from this. Looking at this, so I think it's the right size, but this middle tube is gonna have to go. I took one of the sides off, And so it definitely slides on. It's gonna fit. So now I will do each side individually, like this. Do each side individually and get this all kind of loosely connected and then tighten it up. This is what the stock clamp thing was. Slide it in one side. Then I'm gonna thread in the bolt on this side. Now that this is on, these bolts down at the bottom, this is what actually holds it onto the bike. So you want to get those tight. I'll definitely use an actual wrench. Here it is with the bar attached. I can foresee one problem already. So this is an adjustable length stem, and this is the shortest length, and at the shortest length there's basically no room between the bar and the stem piece. And this bike has a lot of crap on the handlebars, so I think I'm gonna need to extend this out to bring some space here so that I can use this area for accessories. To adjust the length, you take out all the 4 bolts on either side that connect this middle piece to the 2 arms. And then you can set it a couple different ways. I'm just gonna go to the longest position. All right, here it is installed in the longest position. 87 millimeters. Here it is installed with all the accessories. There's a lot of stuff on here. This left bar is tight. I'm gonna take it for a little test drive now around the block. For my quick test drive, and I really like it. It's nice to use handlebars I'm just used to, like mountain bike flat bars. And at least for now, it feels more comfortable to me. The biggest thing is just the flexibility. 31.8 millimeters is such a common size. Is it worth $100? Probably not. That's a lot of money. But I'm glad I bought it. If anything, it's just one customization on an endlessly customizable bike. I mean, this thing's never gonna be beautiful. So just make it, at least make it something you enjoy riding and think is cool. More than most bikes, cargo bikes are tools. So the stem works really well. I'd recommend it. If you're spending $5,000 on this thing and then $1,500 worth of accessories, I think you ought to make it your own. So this little stem adapter is a good way of bringing some personality, some of your own preferences to something that's otherwise designed to fit as many people as possible and really to have no compromise. It's good to introduce a little compromise sometimes. It gives things personality and soul. Thanks for watching.